refractive index in terms of real depth and apparent depth. Of real and apparent depth. Here is interface of water. An object is placed at the bottom. This one is object. A ray from the object, it falls normally at the interface. For this ray, angle of incidence, angle of reflection will be same as 0 degree. So it will move on the same path. Here is object O. This ray falls normally, so will move on the same path. Take any other ray. It falls at this point A. Here this will be the normal at this point, the incident ray. So this angle will be I. This angle is I. It will reflect in this direction. Refracted ray will be extend this refracted ray in backward direction. Here will be the image. This angle is I. This will be R. So this point is B. This point is A. This angle will be R. Here OA will be OB. OB is the real depth. BI will be apparent depth. This point is I. So from triangle OBA, sine of I is AB upon OA, number 1, and from triangle IAB, the value of sine of R will be AB upon IA. This number 2. Light is moving from water to air. So sine I upon sine R will be constant. The refractive index of medium 2, that's the refractive index of air with respect to water, or on putting the value of sine I and sine R from first and second, the value of sine I is AB upon OA into the value of sine R is AB upon IA, means IA upon AB. This one is cancelled. With the value of mu of air with respect to water means mu of air with respect to water, that will be IA upon OA. We can also write, because of mu of air with respect to water is equal to 1 upon mu of water with respect to air, or 1 upon mu of water with respect to air, that will be IA upon OA. Or we can write this mu of water with respect to air, that will be OA upon IB. This number 3rd. If point A is very close to point B, is for normal view. If point A is very close to point B, then the value of OA is approximately equal to OB, and IA will be IB. So from equation 3rd, we get refractive index of water, mu of water with respect to air, that will be OA. At the place of A is OB divided by IB. At the place of IB, that's IA. IA is IB. Here OB is real depth and IB is apparent depth. So mu of water with respect to air, that will be real depth upon apparent depth. It is only true when the observer is in a rare medium. It is only true when observer is in a rare medium. When observer is in denser medium, for example, fish sees the outside world. When observer is in the denser medium, then the apparent depth will be greater than the real depth. Then mu will be mu of water with respect to air will be apparent depth upon real depth. For the figure, this one, suppose this is the interface of water. It is denser with respect to air, and the object is placed outside water, means in air. A ray perpendicular interface, it will pass on the same path. Object is placed here, is object O. This ray will pass on the same path. Second ray, suppose, falls at this point. Here will be the normal. It will bend towards the normal, the refracted ray. If we extend this ray in backward direction, it appears to meet the previous ray at this point. Here will be the image I. This point is A. Here is the fish or any observer. So here OAI will be image distance, that the apparent height, and AO will be a real height. Now the refraction through glass slab. This one is glass slab. Having parallel faces. Here is air. Here is glass. This one is again air. A ray falls obliquely at the interface. Here is the normal. It is known as incident ray. It will bend towards the normal. In the absence of the glass slab, the ray will move in this direction, incident direction. This is the refracted ray. Here is incident ray. Here is again it will be the normal, so it becomes parallel to the incidence direction. The emergent ray. Emergent ray and incident ray will be parallel. So this angle is I, this will be R. The thickness of slab is this T. Incident angle is I. This surface is AB, this one is CD. At the interface of AB, at the surface AB, sin I upon sin R, sin of R that will be mu of glass with respect to air is also written as V in air upon V in glass. Number first. For the second surface, that's CD, or surface CD, that is moving from glass to air. So the value of this angle is supposed will be R, sine R upon sine of E, this angle of emergence, that's E, that will be, because light is moving from glass to air, so the refractive index of air with respect to glass is number 2. Is also written as V in glass upon V in air, number 2, from 1 and 2 on multiplying mu of glass with respect to air into mu of air with respect to glass, that will be VA upon VG into VG upon VA. This one is cancelled. So the mu of glass with respect to air into mu of air with respect to glass, that will be 1. We can easily write this one mu of glass with respect to air, that will be 1 upon mu of air with respect to glass. If we interchange the A and G, then it becomes 1 upon. The relation between the refractive indices of medium 1 and 2. First is the refractive index of glass with respect to air, and second is the refractive index of air with respect to glass. Point is M. This point is N. O dash M is known as lateral displacement. Perpendicular distance between the between incident ray and emergent ray is known as lateral displacement. That's noted by D. Now the dependence of lateral displacement. It depends on which quantities? Dependence of lateral displacement from triangle O dash and M. This angle will be I minus R from triangle O dash and M. From triangle O dash and M, the value of sine of I minus R, that will be, this angle is 90 degree, D upon O dash, D upon O dash, or the value of O dash will be, here we have to find the value of D. So D will be O dash into sine of I minus R. If theta is small, then sin theta will be theta. So if I and R is small, I and R are small, then sine of I minus R will be simply I minus R. So the value of D will be O dash into I minus R. Now we have the need of the value of O dash. The number first. Now we will find the value of D from triangle O dash and N. This point is N. O dash N. This angle is R. The value of sine R, cos R. Cos R will be T means O dash upon O n upon O dash from triangle O and O dash. From triangle O dash and M. The value of cos of R will be T upon O dash. It means the value of O dash will be T upon cos of R